Yeah, it's good to make even other people aware how the language uh, program and conditions us because the words, uh, the illusion of the words, because that's how you are brought up, that's how you are born with the words. So you are brought up with those beliefs and they run your life. I love my car. I love my house. I love my apartment. And I love my wife. I love my girlfriend. And in due time, somebody gets scratched the car and you get totally reacted. Your whole blood circulation, your whole rage, your face, your blood pressure, everything changes, causes a lot of disease, because you get identified your ego with that extension of the car, of the house, and you change the car in due time in 5 years, 4 years. Then you change the girlfriend, you change the wife, because it is the division of the subject and the object, because you collected those objects of the house, the car, and there is no language. I love my car, I love it. Why? Because subject and the object, but human being. That's why in Sanskrit we don't have the same word for that love. We have 5 words in Sanskrit which is enrichment of the quality of the heart consciousness. Prema is not that love which bring the split of the subject and the object. Unconditional love, unlimited love, unobjective love, unsubjective, it flowers from inside, is fulfilled fullness, is not fulfilling the gap, the hole. And that's why so many divisions, so many divorces. The reason I love my girlfriend from my past memory, from my past image I have in my pocket of my heart. If she matches this, if she matches this, if she is rich, if she is pretty, everybody has different symptoms. And that matches and I am attracted and she is attracted. And this drama of the dream goes 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, then the honeymoon change into the lemon moon. So while the prema bhakti, prema sakti, which is already to begin with from the fullness, of the fullness, for the fullness, if someone comes in your understanding, in your environment, that is fulfilled. If that goes, that is fulfilled. It itself is nothing but the prema, not from subject to object and object to subject. There is no division. That's why in our daily life, when we will understand the Sanskrit, and Sanskrit means not language of some country, Vedic means not from India, it is nothing but cosmic science. Cosmic science means that you are subject and object done by the ego, but the moment in egoless state, then there is nothing left but primordial consciousness, where your face was beyond the nama rupa, beyond the name and form. That means what was your face like before you were born, before the sperm was entered? What was your face like? The desire. The desire took the birth. But what was before the desire? Primordial. So that is the formless, nameless, beyond the Nama Rupa. So therefore, there is nothing but total, complete Sat Chit Anand is the word. Sat means the truth. Chit means consciousness. Anand means blissful. Does it need anything? Irrespective of all, it operates into the material, into the Maya, but as material, fully awake within. Fully awake means fully light. So in the light, there is no thief. The thieves are afraid of the light. So once the jnana, inner light is there, then all those things, the senses which rob us through attachment, through aversions, they are away from you. That's the power of satsang. That's the power of light. That's the power of truth. Then do you need to believe in God? Oh, miles away. Why? Do you believe in your nose? Do you believe? No, it's beyond belief. Belief means unclear, but when the clarity and truth and light is there, do I need to believe in my breathing? No, it is. So what is? You are living God, not knowing God, not believing in God. You are it. Tat Vamasi. You are it. The itness is living through you. And that quality of life is nothing but freedom, inner freedom, real freedom, true freedom. Why? Because it need not no mental belief. Because otherwise, if you believe in one thing, after a few days, it will change. It will change, always change. So the only real revolution is the revolution from the head to the heart, from all this monkey business of more. It gets knocked out. When the light is switched on, even on material plane, you don't need to take a stick and kick out the darkness. Darkness is not simply not there. The same way, effulgence, it is quantum. It is not of the time, for the time, by the... Nowadays, all the courses, the mind always think, always of degrees, courses. Oh, the prema has no time. It is free, instant, now, here and now. And easiest and the simplest. Only thing is, ask for it. Ask whom? Ask yourself. Because the Lord is waiting for you to say, hey fool, why you are so taken up, busy, the song of business. But what you are desiring is a big game. You like beautiful examples in Vedic system. The dog chasing its own tail. And it take a turn, and DOG become GOD. Free of charge, free of time, here and now. And they call this light, sometimes in personified, the Guru. But the real Guru is running after you, is demanding that, hey fool, wake up. Not tomorrow, now, or never, here and now. because you were it, even born with it. When the child 5-10 enter this world, the quality of life is, it sees the garden, it sees the cat, total pure perception. No cluttering, no plus minus, without adulteration and then exploitation, then the mind, then the greed, then this. That's why the Vedic system says that returning back to the home, returning back to the source, and is the not in learning degrees and courses, rather unlearning. Unlearning because we are so much consumed by consumerization. We are so much befooled and consumerized by the Western system and the job. Of course, it can feed your belly, but what good is that? The whole world is crying and suffering and suffering. In the East, the suffering is of the belly. In the West, is suffering of the heart, loneliness. No matter how much you have collected the coins, no much how much you have collected name, fame, but bigger, more money, the bigger the cry, the bigger the hurt. And the paradox is, because I had the chance to be with the richest and even in the plane they cannot relax, they cannot sleep, they want to hide behind the drug, sex, rock and roll, give a little glimpse, but glimpse of the temporary no mind. And imagine the realized, not religious, realized, the awakened one is way beyond billionaire, way beyond trillionaire, because his state of the life, his state of consciousness is nothing but Sat Chit Anand, unlimited, unbounded consciousness, and free of charge. And you watch and you observe the air you breathe, how much it costs, the sunlight, how much it costs, what are the taxes. So we are not talking anti-system, this system, all systems more or less similar. No beliefs, we are talking of inward realization. Why? Because once you have found the golden kingdom, gold, your mouth gets shut. Even on material plane, you don't want to chatter and propaganda. You just enter in the silence. And imagine the one who mind is gone, then how bigger intoxication comes in his life. Then nothing but the divine lives through your body. And somehow the shopkeepers have put a tag and price on it. Oh, 10-year, 20-year, rigorous Siddhi, Samadhi, this, that will take, Oh, opposite of it. Opposite is the simplest, simpler than the simplest, easier than the easiest, and most natural and free of charge, and here and now and here. Otherwise, you are befooling and playing and kidding your life again and again and again and again and again, beaten by your own. You are punishing yourself. The karma you are causing, you are in that room of cause and effect, cause and effect. It's like if I'm in a jail and they give me the choice, oh, you can sit in the north corner, south corner, but still it is a jail. And the same way, if the jail is made up of gold, diamond, emerald, still a jail. The same, exactly the same. The same happened with the Alexander the Great, who conquering, winning what the world is doing now, and happened to see this fakir who is lying on the bank of the rivers and the Ganges and the flowing water, but he was one with it. And he got jealous. Oh, there is some glory around this man who has nothing, no clothes, but he has something which could not be understood. He sent his soldiers at that time, bring that fakir, that beggar to me, something about him. He said, and the soldiers go, they tell, oh, our king Alexander, I want you there. He says, I have stopped taking order long ago. Why? No fear is there. Oh, we'll cut your head. Threaten, injecting fear. He said, yeah, go ahead, you can cut the head. And you will watch it, the head rolling on the ground. And I will watch it too. That state. Then these soldiers who are nothing but embodiment of fear, they say, oh, this is cuckoo, leave him alone. They go and tell this report to Alexander. Oh, he was little smarter. He said, there's something about him. He comes himself. Don't kill him. No, he come himself, and first he's standing in front of them. Call him a yogi. Then he tell Alexander, first of all, let the sun come. Let the sunlight come. This person, what a glory. What a glory. So he says, oh, I am Alexander the Great, but there is something in you I can't figure out, because he had been learning so-called religious practices. And he wants to conquer the world and this. And he tells him an example that look, he give him an example that look, you win, he had a deer skin. You stand on one, the other corner goes up. You will win one, you will make enemies others. So, if you are to win the world, know yourself, know thyself. Why? Because the whole world is not out there. It's in your mind to know mind. Once he sees that, and his memory he write, the only person in the world impressed me was that yogi. Why? He had not conquered the world, the earth. He has conquered the whole universe, the whole galaxy. He was the king of kings. And that's why the person who is realized, is not millionaire, not multimillionaire, not against million. Yeah. No, it's like a child. A child is not pro and against Aishwarya Rai or beautiful girl or gold or no, neither. Why? Because his money is million times bigger and greater than what he has. Like on material plane, you have gold, but fear of gold, carrying it. Even one rich guy had tons of gold, and in the World War he is crossing, and in the middle he needed water. The water he could not get, even he was ready to give his tons of gold, not one glass of water. So, all value system in our head, all value system, oh, this is $1 million diamond piece of glass. So, that's how the state of yogi. One yogi, Yogananda, came to the West. People will feel delighted to make him bigger donation, but such a clear yogi will not accept just money donation from anybody because he knew the law of karma. He will not take wrong means money. So, therefore, this life is so precious. Don't waste it into hoarding. 99% people so befooled, so much befooled by Maya, the illusion, the ignorance, and keep on dragging the life. Keep on dragging the rotten body, rotten mind, and so aggressive. Inside is worse than cancer. While the blissful, this is the root cause of health. If there is no space between worried and anxiety, anxiety causes 10 different diseases will be born to the human mind, human race, which are not there. Why? Because the root is rotten. That's why on all levels, physical, mental, the real happiness. That's why in Sanskrit come the 3 words. Pleasure, pain. Pleasure, object you achieve, you wanted a house, you got pleasure. Happiness, called by mind. Then Sanskrit, Anandam, unlimited pleasure, non-stop, 24/7, 48, beyond the time. While in the lower plane, pleasure, pain, pain, pleasure, pleasure, pain, name and fame are all the same. So, once you have tasted Anandam means bliss, which is non-stop pleasure. You will never go against material, but material won't be able to hypnotize you, to bring you suffering. Then it will be good as a servant, bad as a master. Money will serve you, honey will serve you for continuity. they will be at their right place. Jai Satchidanand. Peace.